Hey everybody, welcome back to another Diecast review. Today we are taking a look at your 2020 Cup Series champion, the known dirt legend. Oh wait, just kidding, this isn't Larson. This is Chase Elliott's first sprint car diecast, which is kind of funny because he really only ran like one local race, but they made it anyway, which I can't complain because I actually think this thing looks really nice, especially up next to the Larson. But anyway, let's take a look at our box here. You can see we got number 21, we got Chase Elliott, Ashoc Performance Energy, and then you see 2022, number 21, Ashoc Winged Sprint Car, Chase Elliott. We can go ahead and flip it here. It says World of Outlaws on one of these right here. It was not a World of Outlaw event, so it actually had almost nothing to do with that. And I was trying to look here. I don't see the team, but I believe this was a Paul Silva car, or at least it was related. I know he ran with Larson that night, so I don't know for sure what the team name is. I know it's got Tarleton and Sons Inc. on it, which is another sponsor of Larson's, so there's a good chance that there's something related, but not 100% sure. So, but here's the diecast itself. We've gone through these before, but for you guys, especially you Chase Elliott fans that are new to the sprint car world, welcome in, first of all. But let's go ahead and, I guess, let's start with it like this, and we'll tear it down. So you can see we got our number 21. We got Ashoc Performance. You can see it is a matte black all the way around, and by the way, it looks absolutely stellar. We got Tarleton and Sons frame to finish, and then you can see a nice open space here. This is a perfect spot for you NASCAR guys that like autographs, which I'm a NASCAR guy and I like autographs too. So, but yes, that is the perfect spot to get an autograph right there on the wing. It looks really, really nice and doesn't really screw up the car. You can see we got Elliott across the front of the rim, across the front of the wing here in kind of like a shiny silver, which looks awesome. Ashoc Performance Energy on the front wing. Going to this side, you can see we got Ashoc again. We got Tarleton and Sons. We got Napa Auto Parts, Ashoc. Not sure what that one is. Just is that BC, Brian Clausen, or is that BG? I can't tell. We also have the Hoosier Racing tires. You can see the exhaust is matte black. All the body panels are matte black. We go around to the back here. It's literally a matte black number with silver outline on a matte black tail tank. And then we got matte black rims on the inside. So it's an all blacked out car, which I'm just saying, it looks sleek. I mean, if you own a race car of any kind and you have the option to go matte black all the way around, do it. It looks so sharp. But yeah, it's plain, it's simple, but it is good. I mean, this is a good looking car. I said matte black, I am a fan. I have always loved flat black, and especially when you can get it in excess, where everything's flat black like this. Man, does it look really good. So it is a little weird. The Kane cars had these, the driver spot protected. This one doesn't. You can't see the seat in there, so that's kind of neat. Underneath, I guess I haven't even looked down there yet. What does it say? The number is 22222. So 2,220. Not sure how many they made, but all I know is they're out there. So yeah, that is our outside of the diecast. That's what it looks like from the outside. Only thing is, the number being up front, I usually like it at the back, but is what it is. So just one thing I did notice on this car. Now we're gonna go ahead and start popping it apart, and then we'll put it back together as kind of the final part of the video. So that way we've got something to show you. So let's start here with our front wing. Now the front wing, you just kind of want to get the little pegs out of the holes. There we go. So there's 4 little pegs. You can see them right here like this. I've done these in my other reviews, but this is the first time, other than Kyle Larson, that we've had kind of a big name Cup guy. So you can see those pegs, they go into 4 holes along the front of the car here. I can't really see if I can show them to you here. There's one right there, but there are 4 little holes, and you just match those pegs up to the hole, and that's where it holds them in at. So that's the front wing. Now the rear wing can be a little tricky sometimes to get off and on. Let's see here. There we go. Excuse me. So the top wing here, you can see we actually have a notch here in this, and then it just basically springs over and sits over the top, and there's a little bit of pressure. So there's a little wiggle in there, and that's what helps squeeze the wing on. You can see the little notch, that's what goes into the front, and then you kind of stretch it over the back, and then it clips back into this notch. So that'll actually lock in place. So there we go. Now it's a wingless sprint. One little move like this. Wanted to point this out. It does say Chase Elliott right there on the motor cover there. So that's kind of cool. And then you can see our engine detail there as well. Black valve covers. You can see the big air filter on top. You can see the radiator up at the front. The exhaust pipes coming out each side, 4 out of each side, that is. Then we got some different lines running through there. So yeah, we got our exhaust pipes, the mufflers there. There we go. Now you can look underneath. You can see we've got the brake right there, and also we've got the drive shaft, along with the differential. What is it called? Why do I not know this? I don't, for some reason. Whatever. Then on the back, as I said, we do have our tail tank. We got a couple little lines running there, and then the flat black bumper bar there as well. But yeah, that's really the breakdown of the sprint car. It does have some really solid detail, in my opinion. I really like the sprint cars. Obviously, I have all the Casey Kane sprint cars, so getting a Chase Elliott sprint car was just kind of a nice little bonus. At least for me, it was. I don't know about everybody else. Everybody else might not be liking the cost, but it is cool that they're finally coming out. I say finally. It's a little less weight than we had on the other ones, but it's still pretty cool that the Chase Elliott sprint cars are on their way in. So, but yeah, very neat. You just, they come in multiple parts. You put them in like that, and you can see how it lines up real nicely there. Slides right in place. Then you can go ahead and stick your front end on like that. You got one side lined up. Go around to the other side. Line it up over here. Here we go. And there we go, all lined up. Little skimpy, feels a little skimpy, but usually it's a lot more solid than that. And then we go up here to the top, and I'll show you right here. This is something that a lot of people don't know, or at least they need to know. You get this lined up right here. So there's a notch. See how there's a notch? I can literally almost pick it up. There's a notch. So once you get your notch lined up, you set it down like this, and then you just come around the back and clip. And then boom, you're all clipped in. Now, I definitely don't recommend picking it up by the wing. It's not supposed to do that. This little halo right above the top of the cab can break off. So when you're handling a sprint car, the best way to do it, pick it up by the wheels. Pick it up like this. Hold on to it like this. Hold on to it from the base. You can hold on to it from the sides. You can hold on to it from here too. I'm a fan, or not a fan. I like to try and keep fingerprints off it and stuff. So when I tend to pick up a sprint car, I go right under the back like this, and then I can literally hold it like this. I'll hold the whole rear axle. That's a real solid piece. And then just rest 1 or 2 fingers underneath, and you can hold it like this. If you're ever trying to get it signed, don't bring your whole car. If you're trying to get it signed at a racetrack or something, just take the top wing off. Just take your top wing with and try to get that part signed. No need to take the whole car with. You're more likely to damage it and break it and hurt it. So definitely recommend just take the top wing if you're trying to get it signed. But yeah, overall a really good looking car. I'm really excited to see what other diecast on the sprint car side are eventually going to be coming out someday. I'd love to see some throwbacks, or not throwbacks, but some cars that never got the time of day. Fingers crossed at some point we'll be running or getting to see some raced versions for some Knoxville Nationals. That would be super cool. But anyway, guys, that will wrap up this diecast review. Let me know your thoughts on this diecast in the comments section below. Also, there are a few available. You can check them out at rasdiecast.com. You can also check out the 164th variant, which I believe there are still a few of as well. But as for the video, that'll pretty much do it. Thanks for watching, everybody. This has been Race Craze, and we will see you in the next diecast review.